this model question is related with the National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture. Now, speaking about the prelims questions based on the agriculture, we are having more number of questions coming from the schemes related with the agriculture. In 2017, we had 4 questions coming from Indian agriculture, and 3 of those questions were related with the different schemes related with agriculture, and 1 question was related with the micro irrigation. The same pattern was followed in 2016 too. So when you are studying the Indian agriculture, give more importance to the schemes which are related with the agriculture, say schemes which are related with the nutrition or like irrigation or like the sustainable agriculture. And this model question is related with the National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture. And we have been asked to find out, 4 statements have been given here, and we have to find out which of them is the objective of the National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture. Now, before going to the answer, right, let's take a look at the certain details regarding the National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture. Now, for the first thing you have to keep in mind, this is one of the key missions of the National Action Plan on Climate Change, right? Now, the National Action Plan on Climate Change is another very important topic for you. In 2016, we had a question coming from Green India Mission, which is actually part of, which was actually one of the missions under the National Action Plan on Climate Change. We got 8 missions under the National Action Plan on Climate Change, and the Green India Mission was one of those missions, right? So the question was related with the objectives of Green India Mission. Now, in this question, right, the question is related with the National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture, which is another mission under the National Action Plan on Climate Change. So while studying this topic, make sure you go through all the 8 missions under National Action Plan on Climate Change. Anyway, coming back to the National Mission on Sustainable Agriculture. The focus areas of the National Mission on Sustainable Agriculture, they are soil and water conservation, then water use efficiency, soil health management. You must have heard about the soil health card scheme, which is also related with the soil health management, and from that itself you will understand that the National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture, it's not related with any one particular dimension, rather than it's having wide scope and it's interlinking various other schemes as well as the initiatives, right? Another focus area of National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture is integrated farming. Integrated farming in the sense we are integrating different farming techniques, in the sense we are cultivating, say, fish, or we are cultivating different type of varieties of crops and such things, right? Then we are also focusing more on rain-fed area development. Those areas which are, those areas, the agriculture which are based on the monsoon, right? So that means more amount of risk factor is associated with such agriculture, because monsoon is irregular in nature, right? So in these areas, in the rain-fed areas, we have to give more amount of irrigation. Otherwise, these regions, they won't be having large amount of productivity, and we'll be having more crop loss in those regions. So these are the main focus areas of National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture, and 10 key dimensions, right? Both of these things, they will be overlapping. Again, the 10 key missions under the National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture. 1, improved crop seed. Then livestock and fish cultures, right? So that means they are integrated farming. Then comes the water use efficiency, pest management, improved farm practices, nutrient management, right? Nutrient management, you can say it can relate with soil health management. Then agriculture insurance and credit support, right? The financial support provided for the farmers. Then markets, access to information, in this sense, those details which are related with, say, climate change or the impacts of climate change. And agriculture is a sector which is directly which is directly impacted by climate change, and those informations regarding the change in climate patterns, the change in precipitation patterns, those information has to be transferred to the farmers, right? Then livelihood diversification, right? So the farmers shouldn't be dependent on just one type of crop or just the agriculture. If you are having, say, drought conditions, or if you are having change in pattern, they should be having livelihood diversification. Otherwise, large amount of farmer distress will be resultant. So these are the main focus areas of, say, National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture, as well as the key dimensions of National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture. So coming to the question, which of the following are the objectives of National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture? It's a 4-statement question. The first one, to make agriculture more productive, sustainable, remunerative by promoting location-specific integrated farming system, right? Integrated as well as composite, they are same meaning. So the first one, as you have seen, like, it's one of the key dimensions of the National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture. The first one should be there in the answer, and we can eliminate the option C. And the second one, to conserve natural resources through appropriate soil and moisture conservation methods. And if we are conserving the resources, it is actually evident from the term itself, right? The sustainable agriculture. It means like we need to conserve the resources and we need to use it more efficiently. Again, this, the statement 2 is another objective of National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture. So we can eliminate options. All the options is having 2 in it. So we'll get to the answer without even knowing the second statement, right? The third one, to develop capacity of farmers and stakeholders in the domain of climate change adaptation and mitigation measures. Now, this particular mission is one of the key missions under the National Action Plan on Climate Change, and for that reason itself, the third one is correct, and we can eliminate all the options not having 3 in it, right? So we can eliminate A as well as B. And if you know that, if you know that the first one is correct, and if you know that this particular mission is under NAP, National Action Plan on Climate Change, you will directly get into the answer as D, which is 1, 2, 3, and 4. So in this 4 statement question, just by knowing 2 statements, you are able to get into the answer, right? Again, going to the 4th statement, to adopt comprehensive soil health management practices based on soil fertility map, soil test based applications of macro and micronutrients, judicious use of fertilizers. Again, the answer here comes out as 1, 2, 3, and 4. The 4th statement is also correct. So these are the main objective. All the 4 are the main objectives of National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture. And another key fact which you have to remember is that this comes under the National Action Plan on Climate Change.